businesses.
We do. We need to start suing more.
We need to start suing more. Sue more. I know.
Welcome back to the Petty Parlor. Today we're going to be talking about the boycott that's going on against Asian businesses due to the 14-year-old boy that was shot and killed in a store, in a shop. So if you don't know what's going on, I'm going to give a brief kind of backstory and then we'll go into like our opinions and whatever. So the parents of the child basically are urging the community, you know, to stand up together and rally against these Asian businesses due to the way that Black people are assumed and targeted within stores by a lot of Asian owners, and we're perceived as like a threat, or we're stealing, or we're trying to do some type of criminal activity, and that's what gave that shop owner the confidence and the boldness to kill a child. Basically. And then of course after that happened, there was a viral Asian creator who basically dared the Black community to do it. You know, they were like, we don't need y'all, we don't need your money, y'all can boycott us, blah, blah, blah. We'll be just fine, and all this other stuff, which I think was a little silly, because as far as I know, that content creator doesn't own a store. They don't have their own Asian business. So I don't know who you are to speak for every freaking like Asian American's business or shop to say, oh yeah, we don't need y'all money. You not even getting our money. So who are you? Who are you?
You was we. Like,
what's we? Like, how dare you speak for your whole community like that? And I do understand. I think it's come back around again because there was the recent, I think there was an acquittal with the case, or there was the case basically, the family has not gotten justice, to be blunt and honest with it at the end of the day, which it's just like a pile on top of a pile on top of a pile of Black people's pain. How we constantly have to suffer with our lives, and then these people get away with these criminal actions of murdering our children. So that is the premise of today's topic.
I have questions.
Yes.
Because since 2025, I have not been looking at media stuff because everything is upsetting. Like, so anytime I hear anything about anything, I just be like, let it. I'm a child at this point. I have no idea what's going on in the world. I don't want to know. I actually feel like it's none of my business for 99.9%. I feel like things still fall upon me, but I'm actually trying to keep that out of my life because life is just depressing constantly. So I never know what's going on. So what I want to know is, was this child, and by the way, I'm saying this as a disclaimer, people stealing stuff is stuff. That's a human person.
Yeah.
Okay. And I need you to understand, people stealing things is not a good reason to kill someone. Like, materials in a life are not right. So I want to know, was this child that went in there, were they stealing, or what was going on?
Of course they weren't. They just thought they were. There was the thought.
So they thought they were, and they were just like, I'm just going to shoot.
And so then they argued back and forth. And of course, if a Black person gets loud or whatever with you and argues, immediately, threat, shoot them.
That is god-awful. Like, so...
Yeah.
Very depressing.
Because it's like, even if, you know, we can't defend ourselves, basically, is how things get perceived. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? Just say, yeah, I stole it, and let you like convict me or something? I'm not supposed to be able to say, hey man, you're wrong, like I didn't do this, why are you coming up to me? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just unfair.
Yeah, I would say at this point, the moment people who were children, they wouldn't, how old was this child?
14.
Okay. I feel like they wouldn't be able, like, as an adult, the moment that you see a child and you think that child is doing something that they shouldn't be doing, whatever the case may be, the first thing you should be doing is getting a hold of parents or some sort of authority so that
everything shouldn't be an adult versus a kid.
Right. You should never be going back and forth with a child. That's a child. You should be like, where are your fucking parents so that I can go back and forth with them or whatever the case may be. Because a parent would have been able to articulate themselves better. They would be able to defend that child and do what needed to be done. On top of that, the moment that you are accused of anything, I would call the police myself. If I'm being accused of something,
prove it.
I want you to prove it. I want the police to be here, and I'm gonna say, hey, this person decided to accuse me of, shoplifting, whatever the case may be. I would like this to be investigated because I want my name cleared, and also I'm gonna file a lawsuit against this person for discrimination because they're assuming that I'm stealing based off nothing. I'm going to not only get myself cleared of any wrongdoing, but also get a little bag for my troubles. So we need to start suing more. We need to start suing more. Sue more. I know a lot of y'all have heard about the story of a man who sued his job for discrimination, got a check, went to the bank to cash a check, and then they wouldn't cash it based on discrimination. He sued double pay, like immediate. That was immediate work. He probably never had to work again based off of those things. As much as we're getting discriminated against, the fact that we're not constantly like, oh, lawsuit is crazy behavior.
Because the justice system isn't going to fight for us. The criminal justice system does nothing. They don't get enough jail time or any at all. They don't get fired from their jobs. They get put on little leaves. They get this and that. So you know what? Give me what I get to get. The state is not
money
for us
off of the situation. Look at what happened with Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. That man went on to sell books and be famous and make money off of killing a child who was walking down the street. So, the people that kill us get rewarded for their efforts. It's crazy behavior. Honestly.
So, in regards to boycotts and stuff in general, one thing I want to say is, none of these boycotts have taken away my quality of life. I'm gonna be honest. Everything that y'all been boycotting, I was already doing, baby. Listen, I already wasn't going to Target. Starbucks don't ever see my ad. It's so many things that they don't, that I'm like, okay. I see it, I'm like, all right. Waiting for the day. The moment. She needs to stop.
Starbucks, because the thing that you guys were boycotting Starbucks for wasn't actually happening. So it's
oh Lord. Where was I going with that? I didn't lost my train of thought at that moment. I've already, a lot of companies, I see them as sus most of the time anyway, so I'm already nah, I'm not going to put my black dollars in there. Most of my dollars go to small businesses, and if it could be black owned, I'm already bam, on top. I'm constant. I'm a repeat customer at that point. I'm also a very frequent online shopper, so when you're not boycotting the online shops, I'm usually pretty good. But I haven't been in Asian-owned beauty supply store in years. I've not stepped foot in there, and I got 3 reasons for that. One, I live in freaking Arizona, okay? And our beauty supply stores are trash. They're so basic. They usually don't have the things that we need in there. It's just absolutely awful. Coming from Chicago, and I know how the Chicago hair stores are, this is not even close to being compared. So I can't even get what I want from the hair stores out here. So I already haven't been in one in forever. Boycott, been doing it. Number 2, I don't like how they are against us in the store. Anytime I've ever gone into a hair store and I felt like the employees are looking at me or judging me or saying something or watching me too closely, I'm out. I've already left. I'm not gonna keep looking in that store. I'm gone. I don't like to feel uncomfortable. I don't like to feel like I'm being criminalized when I'm not doing shit at all. And then the 3rd reason is I have locks. My hair is very low maintenance. I don't have to do too much, so I don't need a lot of hair supplies to begin with.
It's a great point. I never thought about that.
So there's not much that I need to do anyway.
I'm gonna have to get some locks. It's the conclusion I'm coming to. So I can thrive as well and not have to buy all these products. I also haven't been in the Asian beauty supply in a very long time. Not for those reasons. I have braids constantly, but that requires having to go to the beauty supply store. But I've been ordering a specific brand of hair offline anyway, because a lot of braid hair is not good for you. So I started focusing my energy on finding ones that were, and that were better for me and stuff like that, and have been doing that. But also there's a black owned beauty supply close to me that's very good. So I've just been going there for any of the things that I need. But I understand what you're saying, because I'm from California and the beauty supplies are very different there as well. So the Arizona ones it's very hard to come by some good ones.
Yeah.
But that leads me to thinking that the idea and audacity that you guys are having by saying that we can boycott and you'll be fine, you don't need our money. Everything that you have when it comes to beauty supply stores is for
who are you catering to?
Black people.
Who's buying it?
Who is buying it?
Who gonna get that 32 bust down wig in there? It ain't the white girls.
It's like I don't understand. There's very few times I've gone into an Asian beauty supply store and seen white women in there just galore, just a plethora of white women. That's not happening. If we stop going to your shops, right? If we stop going to your shops, you're not going to make any money. I don't know why you're pretending otherwise. You'll have to open up a brand new shop. Now, nail salons is different, but a lot of black women still go to nail salons. Mm-hmm. But nail salons is different. You'll be fine. If we boycott that, you'll be fine, because a lot of other races
do my own nails.
Right, but and when it comes to beauty supplies, no, you won't be fine. And we're not going to pretend like you are. And please stop it with the lies. Yeah, that'd be great.
And I've always felt weird when I've gone to like beauty supply stores. They don't do it much in Arizona, but it happened in Chicago, where they would plaster people's faces on the windows and say like, this person's banned or whatever. Listen, I do agree with bring back public shaming, but I've also felt uncomfortable with that being like a thing, because it's always a black person. It's never someone else. Mm-hmm. And it's just those stores that do it. I don't go up in Walmart and see a whole wall of shame. People, it's so many people that steal in Walmart.
Okay. That wall would cover every section of the store.
So what is that like? And then what am I gonna do with it if I see that person in the store? What I'm gonna be like, oh my God, look, the bad person is in your store.
First of all, I'm not even looking close up to that enough to that picture to recognize it. They can come walk right by me and I'd be like, and then I'm gonna keep on shopping like I was doing in the first place. Like I think that's a very weird way to shame people. But one thing I mentioned to Jasmine before also is where these beauty supplies are, and I'm specifically speaking of beauty supplies, are located in communities where there are more black people. Mm-hmm. The amount of people and the type of people who are stealing is dependent upon where you are located. If you are located in a white area, in the one that I used to go to in California, it was located in like a very mixed area. It was black and white people on that wall of shame, because everybody was in there. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, whites, Hispanics, everybody who was stealing. Everybody was getting their come up. So I was like, okay, so it was just a wall. I was like, it's nice diversity. I like, but stop stealing. Just stealing asses. But who you are around is who is going to steal. I've worked in retail before. I don't know if you worked in retail before.
Oh yeah.
The people that came in the retail shops that I was, especially in the mall, was white women stealing.
Oh yeah.
And if you talk to any loss prevention people, 99.9% of the time, they're going to say the majority of the people that steal from their stores are white women. White, okay? Because that's the demographic that they're around. That's who comes to the store. So whoever's going to steal is just who happens to be around there. Yep. That's not saying that black people are stealing more. To be honest, you look at the statistics.
Right. On a global scale, we're barely dropping the bucket. And that's because we know you're watching us already. So it's like, but white women, listen, white women be knowing you're watching white people, and that's when they take the opportunity to go ham. It's easy. Light work.
Really, what we need to start doing is paying white women to go in there and steal, because they're not going to come.
That's what I was
the best way.
If I really want to see if I'm the right person,
That's what really the best way to go. So yeah, I don't understand your thought process on thinking that it's just black people. So that's not the case. It's not true, and it's just discriminatory and racist thinking of your own.
And I do want to be specific about the fact that we recognize that this is Asian Americans, not China and Japan and all these other things. Y'all are not included in this. Okay, this is a fight on American soil because they have the audacity of white people sometimes at this point. And so Asian Americans can get a little uppity with things, and I'm like, baby, they hate you too. Okay,
they do.
They also hate you.
They also hate you. You saw.
Why are we doing this?
Y'all act like you don't remember how they acted during COVID. You saw how they were acting during COVID.
What happened? Did we not go through Stop Asian Hate together?
Did you not?
Come on.
And then even with the Stop Asian Hate, you acted like it was just black people hurting y'all or whatever because one black man was out there being trash, and listen, he had just been released from jail. He was just a criminal, period. Whoever was going to cross his path was going to get got regardless of their race because that man just came out of prison. He was just a criminal, okay? But in general, the person who came and was doing the most harm was a white man who did a mass shooting at I don't remember if it was a restaurant or something like that, but at an Asian place and killed a whole bunch of Asian people. So I'm just saying that like your ideas against us are not correct. But also, I did see a creator that I follow. I think he's Korean, and he was trying to put together like a big event where it's like Asians and black people come together and do. And I appreciate people who are making those efforts and stuff like that, so that we can come together. But it's like, are you really willing? That need to happen with all the white races. We all need to come together and just do like. But are you really willing to like understand that like, hey, people who do crime are going to do crime regardless of what they look like. Criminals are criminals. There are way more white criminals than there are criminals of any other race, but they have money, so they get away with it all of the time. All the people who have so much money would be in jail right now if it wasn't for the amount of money they have. Musk would be in jail. Orange Face would be in jail. Everyone in the White House would be in prison right now if they didn't have wealth to cover up all their crime. Like, crime is crime. Everybody be doing crime. Like, I don't know if you know. People are criminals.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all.
That's really it.
So yeah, I do agree a little bit. Not necessarily the situation. I understand how it blew up. I do think sometimes we need to target our boycotts with things. If it shouldn't be like everybody suffers for one type of deal. So it's like if one restaurant is like really, really being discriminatory, nobody go to that restaurant. It doesn't need to be every chain of IHOP.
Right.
We're no longer going to IHOP because this one IHOP over here was racist. You feel me? So I do think we need to be more strategic in that way. For sure. Because when we get so generalized with things, we don't accomplish as much. It's not as good of a effect. We don't have the effect that we want. So
I also think, listen, black people, we're gonna have to do some stuff because everybody is racist and they gonna say some racist stuff eventually. It's the bottom line, and that's how I feel about all brands and all people who are not black, even the ones that was black. Some of y'all precarious. So, but everybody gonna be racist. At the end of the day, there's certain stuff that I'm like, listen, regardless of whatever is going on, I'm gonna have to go to this place. Like, we're not going to Walmart and Target. I've been doing that for 2-3 years at this point. If I need to go to, I'm out of toilet tissue with Target, the only place I can go to get some at that time, I'm finna go. What do you mean?
They monopolize the market.
It's very hard to just boycott everything on earth. Now, I've been using Amazon for all my things and almost never leave the house, so I'm okay currently. But there are times when it's like, okay, well, I need to go to this for, this place for this, or this place for this, whatever the case may be. And you just have to decide, like, okay, these are the things that I really am like, listen, I'll murk all of us if I don't have my coffees before I go to work. So I'm going to Starbucks unless Starbucks is actually comes out and just be like, listen, we don't want black people drinking their coffee. Then I'll be like, all right, well, Einstein's exists. So I don't
drink a lot of coffee, so that's why. I don't.
Right? She's not gonna suffer.
I don't drink coffee at all. So let me be more clear.
She's not
gonna very rare occasions.
I will perish immediately if I don't have
not a coffee drinker.
So there's certain places that it's like, yeah, I'm still gonna have to go there, and that's just a personal choice. It's not saying that y'all need to go do that. If y'all are fine making your lattes, and when I did get a new coffee maker, so I may be dibbling and dabbling in my lattes at home now, because we'll see how the Ninja does. The Ninja coffee maker, it might be flames, and I might, replace Starbucks with that, which would be great for my pockets. However, because Starbucks is sky high. But however, it's certain things you're gonna end up having to do, and it's fine to do that. Doesn't mean you hate black people or you're not with the race or not with the quote. You gotta do it. Like, it's the bottom line. You're gonna be okay.
All right. Well, that's all we got on this topic for today. Let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and eat, drink,
be petty.